National parks are a great way to get outside and enjoy nature. But sometimes it's hard to know which park is right for you. With 58 national parks in the United States, it can be hard to choose the right one. Do you want mountains or beaches? Forests or deserts? Yellowstone National Park is the perfect national park for those who want a little bit of everything. With its diverse landscape ranging from forests and lakes to geysers and canyons, there is something for everyone to enjoy in this park. Hi, I'm James of ViaTravelers.com. Just before the recent floods, we've recently spent 5 days in this outstanding national park to explore the hiking trails, see the geysers, and of course, the outstanding wildlife. We at Via Travelers absolutely love travel and want to help you make the most out of your next trip. If you love exploring as much as we do, please hit that subscribe button below to stay up to date with our latest videos and experiences. Right, without further ado, here are the top 10 things to do in Yellowstone National Park. Wildlife watching is one of the great joys of visiting Yellowstone National Park. Home to bison, elk, deer, coyotes, bears, and wolves, the park offers ample opportunities to view wildlife in their natural habitat. While you're likely to see some of these animals just by driving around the park, for a closer look, you can always take a wildlife tour. These tours are led by experts who know where to find the wildlife and how to safely approach them. So whether you're hoping to catch a glimpse of a bear fishing for salmon, or you want to get up close and personal with a bison, a wildlife tour is the perfect way to do it. During our trip, we saw all of these animals except wolves. As an animal lover, this was definitely one of the highlights of my trip. There are over 500 geysers in Yellowstone, making it the largest concentration of geysers in the world. Be sure to check out some of the most popular geysers. Many of these are located at the iconic Upper Geyser Basin, such as Old Faithful, Castle Geyser, and the Great Geyser. One of the most popular things to do in Yellowstone is to watch Old Faithful erupt. This geyser goes off every 35 to 120 minutes, so be sure to check the schedule so you don't miss it. When we were there, it was going off right when we arrived at Old Faithful Inn. Mammoth Hot Springs is a large complex of hot springs and travertine terraces. The terraces are formed by water from the hot springs that cools and deposits calcium carbonate. These terraces are constantly changing, so be sure to check them out each time you visit Mammoth Hot Springs. The best time to see the terraces is early morning or late afternoon, when the lighting is softer and the crowds thinner. In addition, Mammoth Hot Springs is home to a variety of wildlife including bison, elk, and deer. So keep your camera handy and be on the lookout for photo opportunities. As already established, Yellowstone National Park is an iconic American destination and a must-see for any traveler. One of the best ways to experience all that the park has to offer is by driving the Grand Loop Road. This 154-mile road goes through the entire park and offers breathtaking views of the different landscapes that Yellowstone has to offer. Be sure to take your time and make plenty of stops along the way. While driving in Yellowstone itself is an incredible experience, depending on the time of year you travel, you can also get a taste of nearly all 4 seasons in one day. Yellowstone Lake is the largest lake in the park and is a great place to relax and take in the scenery. You can take a scenic boat ride, go fishing, or even rent a canoe or kayak and explore the lake on your own. If you want to book a tour of Yellowstone Lake, be sure to visit the link in the description below. This lake is truly one of a kind, and it's one of the largest glacial lakes in Northern America. Grand Prismatic Spring is truly a sight to behold. The largest hot spring in the United States, it spans over 370 feet in diameter and is decorated with a rainbow of colors. These vibrant hues are created by different types of bacteria that thrive in the hot, alkaline waters of the spring. In addition to being a feast for the eyes, Grand Prismatic Spring is also home to a diverse ecosystem of plant and animal life. Visitors can often see birds swooping down to drink from the spring or elk grazing on the surrounding hillsides. With its otherworldly beauty, Grand Prismatic Spring is definitely a must-see for any traveler to Yellowstone National Park. Meanwhile, Dragon's Mouth Spring, located south of Canyon Village, is a small hot spring that looks like a dragon's mouth. The boiling water echoes within the cave and makes a loud noise, almost like a dragon's roar. This is one of the more fascinating springs in all of Yellowstone. It has an ominous feel and sound. I could have stood there all day watching it. Take a listen for yourself. Artist Point is one of the most popular viewpoints in Yellowstone National Park. The short hike to the viewpoint is easy and relatively flat, making it doable for most people. The trailhead is located near Canyon Village, and the hike takes about 30 minutes round trip. Artist Point offers an unparalleled view of the lower falls of the Yellowstone River, tumbling into the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone. Artist Point is especially beautiful in the evening when the setting sun casts a golden glow on the canyon walls. To get to Artist Point, follow the signs from Canyon Village to Artist Point Trailhead. The trail winds through a lodgepole pine forest and across a small footbridge. Just before you reach Artist Point, there is a boardwalk with several viewing platforms where you can stop to take in the views. Continue on to Artist Point for an even better view of the lower falls. On a clear day, you can see all the way down to the other side of the canyon where steam rises from the hot springs. Inspiration Point is another one of the must-see sites in Yellowstone National Park. Located near Uncle Tom's Trail, Inspiration Point offers amazing views of the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone. The Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone is one of the largest canyons in North America, and Inspiration Point is the best place to see it. The canyon is carved by the Yellowstone River, and it is over 24 miles long. Inspiration Point is located on the south rim of the canyon, and it offers stunning views of the canyon walls and the river below. There are also several hiking trails that lead down into the canyon, so you can explore it up close. Artist Paintpots is a group of mud pots that are formed by hot springs and geysers. The heat from the springs causes the mud to boil and bubble, giving it a unique appearance. There are several short hikes in the area that will take you past some of these mud pots. We visited the Paintpots right after a snowfall, which made for a really cool contrast. The colours were slightly hidden by the snow, but the mud pots were very active from all the water absorption. Artist Paintpots is a great place to see some of nature's cooler features up close. Plus, it's accessible for people of all ages and fitness levels. Even small children can handle the short hikes around the area. Yellowstone is home to many canyons, but the most popular one to explore is the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone. This canyon is over 20 miles long and has two beautiful waterfalls, the Lower Falls and the Upper Falls. You can hike down into the canyon or take a scenic drive to enjoy the views. Make sure that you access both the brink of the Lower Falls as well as the brink of the Upper Falls. The Lower Falls are much more powerful than the Upper Falls and have a dramatic drop. It's pretty impressive to see right at the brink. When we were there, a rainbow popped out to say hello right at the spot of the waterfall. It was pretty epic. If you want to stay inside Yellowstone National Park, it's important to book your accommodation well in advance. There are a limited number of rooms available in the park and they tend to fill up quickly. By booking early, you'll ensure that you have a place to stay and won't have to miss out on any of the amazing things Yellowstone has to offer. Click the link in the description below to get the lowest and best prices on accommodation in and near Yellowstone. Yellowstone National Park is located in a very mountainous region, and the weather can change quickly. As recent events show, the region is also vulnerable to serious flooding. Be sure to pack plenty of layers so that you can be comfortable no matter what the temperature is. It's also a good idea to check the weather forecast before you visit so you know what to expect. There are many different tour companies that offer tours of Yellowstone National Park. These tours can be a great way to see the park, especially if you're short on time. Tours typically last 1 to 2 days and include transportation, food, and lodging. If you're interested in booking a tour, click the link in the description below to find the best deals. Yellowstone is home to many different hiking trails ranging from easy walks to multi-day backpacking trips. There are also a variety of ranger-led hikes that are great for learning about the park's plants and animals. Be sure to stop by a visitor center to get a map and find the perfect trail for you. Generally, the scenery is so great that a lot of tourists simply drive the park, but the best way to experience it is on foot. Again, as recent history has shown us, road conditions in Yellowstone can change very quickly, so it's important to always check the status of the roads before you travel. You can do this by visiting the park's website or by calling the Road Information Hotline. We hope you enjoyed our video and found it helpful in planning your next trip to Yellowstone National Park. Yellowstone has plenty of things to do and see, and these are just some of the top attractions and highlights, but there are many more. So get out there, explore, and let us know about your adventures in the comments below. If you're looking for more amazing videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll keep you entertained and informed on all the latest news and events in Yellowstone National Park. Thanks for watching. Cheery bye!